A rumor, it's been going on a few years, but it keeps kind of picking up steam a little bit, is that Bill, in fact, is not dead, that he has reinvented himself as Alex Jones, a right-wing talk show host based in Austin, Texas. I suppose by a very far stretch of the imagination, there's a similarity in their looks. Beyond that, I don't get it. I can assure you, sadly, although I'm smiling, Bill is dead. He did die. I was there. I saw it. We buried him. He is not alive. And the irony in these conspiracy theorists, which Bill would probably get a little bit of kick out of if you remember his bit about JFK, but is that no matter how hard you try to convince them that it's not true, they just spin that into more conspiracy.
I love talking about Kennedy. I was just down in Dallas, Texas. You know, you can go down there and to Dealey Plaza where Kennedy was assassinated. And you can actually go to the 6th floor of the School Book Depository. It's a museum called the Assassination Museum. I think named that after the assassination. I can't be too sure of the chronology here, but anyway, they have the window set up to look exactly like it did on that day. And it's really accurate, you know, because Oswald's not in it. Yeah, so, wow, that's good. Painstaking accuracy, you know. It's true, it's called a sniper's nest. It's glassed in, it's got the boxes sitting there, and you can't actually get to the window itself. And the reason they did that, of course, they didn't want thousands of American tourists getting there each year going, no fucking way! I can't even see the road! Shit, they're lying to us!
Back when Bill was in the midst of his substance and alcohol abuse, he was at my house one night and we were drinking beer and he started crying. It was just me and him. Everyone else had gone to bed. And he started crying and he said, my life's out of control. I'm losing it. I can't go on this way. And I didn't understand that. I didn't know what to do. So I told him that he just needed to quit doing all that stuff then. You know, then just stop if it wasn't good for you. So the only point of that, me telling you that, is that years later, when Bill got sick in June of '93 and then was going to move all of his stuff back from Los Angeles to Little Rock, Arkansas to our parents' house, he asked me to fly out to LA and drive back with him, which I did. And one of the things on that trip was he told me that, you know, it wasn't my problem to solve, it was his problem to solve, and that I should never blame myself for it and never think about it again, that it was until he was ready to resolve the issue for himself, there was nothing he was going to be able to do.
I am a very open-minded person. I mean, I really am. Being a fellow such as myself, who over the course of his life has several times taken his body weight in psilocybin magic mushrooms, I've had my mind fairly open. My third eye has been squeegeed. UFOs? Seen them. Okay, you know what I mean? I'm out on a limb with Shirley MacLaine. She's clinging to the trunk. I'm hanging by a twig at the end of the limb. Come on, Shirley, let's go. Take another cap. The UFOs are honking. Let's go. Bill, you're really out there, dude. I'm pretty open-minded.
After Christmas of 1993, as we got into January and February, when Bill started to get real sick, too sick to perform anymore, too sick to travel anymore, he ended up back at my parents' house in Little Rock. The first time I went up there, Bill was in the hospital, and he was still doing chemo treatments, but he was very, very sick, and you could really tell it had physically taken a toll on him. But we were in the hospital one night, and Bill was taking morphine for the pain, for the cancer. And he asked if I wanted to take morphine. And I said, well, I really don't want to do morphine either. But he said, well, you're in a hospital. I mean, if it goes bad, you're in a hospital. And he said, in fact, I'll tell the nurse. So he had gotten, you know, Bill was a real charmer, and he had gotten to know the nurses, and he told the nurse that he was going to give me one of his morphine pills, and could she just sort of keep an eye on us through the night. So I did. And I'm admitting that for the first. Bill gave me this pill. It was a big old blue pill about that big. And I gagged getting that thing down. But it was morphine, he told me. And all I remember through the whole night was I just sat in a chair, gripping it with all of my might, because I felt that if I let go of that chair, I was going to shoot up to the ceiling and not be able to come down. And Bill just sat in the bed laughing hilariously for 8 hours all night long.
Anyway, folks, I appreciate you coming out. It's a very sentimental evening for me and a very exciting one, but this is my final live performance I am ever going to do, stand-up comedy-wise. True. No, don't get me wrong. It's not sour grapes. I've loved every, moment of the 16 years I've been doing it, and total anonymity in the country I love, and every delayed flight, every econo lodge. I've loved it all. Playing the Comedy Pouch in Possum Ridge, Arkansas every 3 months. It was my treat. Every broken relationship was a hoot. But no, the reason I'm quitting is actually good news. I found out today I got my own TV show on CBS coming out in '94. Yeah. It's not a talk show. Thank God, thank Krishna, thank Buddha, thank Mohammed, thank Allah. Calm down. No, it's not a talk show. It is a half-hour weekly show that I will host entitled Let's Hunt and Kill Billy Ray Cyrus. Thank you. Thanks. So y'all will tune in? Cool.
The very last thing he wrote in his will were the words that he wanted spread out there, and they're the ones that he's become very, very well known for, and they're very moving, and it is, I left in love and in laughter and in truth, and wherever truth, love, and laughter abide, I am there in spirit. And that sort of, to me, sums up Bill's frame of mind as he came towards the end of his life, and he wasn't afraid, and he didn't have regrets, and he wasn't bitter, and that's how he went out.